Hello and welcome back to the Guardian Legend, and next we will be going into the water world, full of tougher monsters, chips, and other fun things, you know, monsters. Okay, here's a glitch. You see, when you approach it from the diagonal, when you're blocked, you can actually grab items infinitely. And I also have weapons I didn't show off. Like, that one was the free range, which fires in the direction you're moving even in shooting stage, and this one is kind of like the round barrier, only it actually moves forward. It's a weapon taken directly from Zanak, actually. Because the monsters here are tougher and do more damage, I'll be using special weapons somewhat more liberally than before. And there are still plenty to find, like the Side Ripple, which is not a powerful weapon. This is probably the last you'll see of it. I think there might be one boss it's quite useful against, but not right now. There are still a ton of weapons to be found and picked up. New weapons, even. Oh, hello there. Oh, hey. Hello, Mr. Crab. Mr. Fiddler Crab. By the way, do not touch the crab. Touching one of these crab mini-bosses actually ended my first attempt at this section of the game. And I got a special weapon! The Fireball! And another special weapon! The Fireball is not that impressive when it's starting out, but it will become vital later. The Double Saber cuts you down to 2 shots on the screen, but is very useful if you just want to get through a room without being shanked by whatever wily jerk is going to be around. I started this area with a glitch, but don't worry, there will be more glitches to come. One glitch I will be abusing is one that I don't have quite the weapon to exploit yet, but that will be coming fairly soon, I think. Okay, this video I'm really just going to be doing the exploration of both of the water world areas. You know, killing the crabs, getting rid of the sea sponges, sea cucumbers, whatever those are. No, Blue Lander, I will not password for your amusement. I have to say, though, I didn't really realize how useful the saber was in this game until I started to do some real practice. Oh yeah, this monster. Constantly self-replicating spiders. I know at least 2 people that would give nightmares to. Yeah, optional corridors tend to have 2 digits in their numbers, so Corridor 11 is one I don't have to do to beat the game, but it's one I'll be doing anyway because those things give vital power-ups. And here's the other overworld boss of this area. Oh. One of these that is actually slightly dangerous. They move faster, they shoot. They can do a lot of damage if they touch you, but I have the skills to pay the bills. And that's it for this section of the water area. While I'm walking back, I'm going to be talking about something related to shoot-'em-ups. Even Well, this is because I had just recently watched Total Biscuit's review of Astabreed, though it is something I've been thinking out for a bit. It's that a lot of game reporters, even ones that look out for smaller games, tend to be rather clueless as to how shooter fans actually approach shoot-'em-up games. Like when Total Biscuit reviewed Astabreed, he said that at most it'll give you a couple of hours of play, and I'm like, well, he don't know me very well, because the longevity of shoot-'em-up games like Astabreed and Ether Vapor and the Ultinex trilogy is based entirely on an external factor, which is the player's desire for self-improvement. You see, the way that shmup fans approach those kinds of games in general is that they aren't just going to credit feed until they win or play until they win or whatever. That would take a very short amount of time. It's that they will try to play the game like, okay, can I beat this on one continue? Can I beat this level on one life or without even getting close to being hit? Can I beat this game without continuing and getting a high score? How do the score mechanics work and how can I best exploit them? And shooter players will play these sorts of games many, many, many times in order to answer these questions on varying difficulties too. So that can easily rack up to dozens or even hundreds of hours of play for someone who's really looking to push the game to its limit. So I think there's a real gap in how games that are like the majority of compiles output are reported on. Because there's a lot in common with the shmup community and the fighting community, not just that both of them have segments that are completely insane. Yeah, I'll show you what the game means by that once I reach that area. I can't break walls in this game. Yeah, this is the crab that killed me the first time I attempted this video. It took me from 10 health to 0 in one touch. This is why you don't get in a fist fight with a fiddler crab. Oh, this just got a whole lot easier. This section, anyway. I just picked up an attack up, which means my attack power is basically doubled. I don't really know if the attack grabs affect your special weapons. They probably do, but I don't have the technical data on hand. Unfortunately, unlike for Ys or Zelda or whatever all else, there isn't a whole lot of supplemental material about the development or original concepts of the game. So, pretty much anything I might have to say on those things is complete guesswork, or as I like to call them, crack pipe theories. As always, buy the permanent one, but here's hoping. The chips are mine. My shot is less cool, but that is only permanent. Temporary. You know, the other word. Yeah, I may fight enemies you know, normal enemies nowadays, but there will come a time when it's just not going to be worth it. Oh, another one of these. The game has a little bit of a failing in that it does use a lot of palette swaps and reused Overworld bosses, but the same could be said of the original Legend of Zelda, or even Zelda 2 to an extent. It's just the limitations of the age. Okay, this is what they mean by touch everything. But I'm not going to be doing any shooting stages in this video. But thanks to the extra chips I've gotten a hold of, there is something else I can do. And I will be skipping there, sparing you the pointless walk back. You know, eventually. Ah, there we go. Boom! Yeah, because there's actually something I can afford here now that I couldn't earlier. Sorry, computer man, I'm not here to talk to you. And just making sure I had bought everything else. And there we go. Next video, I will be tackling the shooting stages for the water area. And I will be seeing you then. Goodbye!